Gemini, this is your reading for October. Your first card is the Star card. Overall, the Star card is about hope. And we see in this picture that the stones are falling backwards. That's a metaphor for allowing a certain part of you to fall away. And then I come back to the word hope. And there's something about you that's wondering and doubting your own ability. Is there hope for me? Am I able to do whatever? This month, you're being urged to release yourself from self-limitation. You've got to have total and utter belief in you, because you cannot leave yourself at the hands of mercy. You need to understand which direction you want to go in. You need to be determined to go on that path, and more to the point, you need to totally and utterly believe in yourself. And maybe this is the bit that's lacking, that your own self-belief system is slightly flawed. And I don't mean that in a horrible way, but you've got to be your own PR agent. You've got to boost you. You've got to be proud of you. And is that the bit that's missing? Because is it that you're needing everybody else to be proud of you? Is it that you want recognition from everybody else? Because if we need that, then we've got to give it to ourselves, because that is the self-reflection. And once you can put that in place, allow the old part of you to fall away, because it's a part of you that isn't helping you. It isn't serving you in the correct way. It isn't giving you the opportunity to move forwards. In fact, it's doing the complete opposite. It's limiting your belief system. It's stopping you. It's putting a no entry sign in front of you. So you need to have a word with the part of you that is causing you this problem. That's a typical little bit of hypnotherapy, because we do parts, and there are parts of our psychology, parts of our ego states that cause us problems. So maybe just close your eyes for a moment and go deep inside and find that part that has been causing you the problem, and find it and ask it to leave. And then find the part of you that knows how to be successful, that actually does believe in you because you've had it once or twice in your life. Go back and anchor those parts. Go back and go into the feelings, the emotions of when everything was really good for you, and allow it to come forwards. Because this month in October, you need to transition, you need to pivot, you need to do things in a different way. But more to the point on this card, you need to allow one of those big stones, one of the big ways of doing things, to fall away so that the other stones can become successful. Allow that part of you that needs to be successful come forwards. You can open your eyes now. So allow yourself to be successful this month. Allow yourself to go down the streets that you've never decided to encounter, that you've never thought you were good enough to go on. You can go there. This is about your belief system this month. You can get to where you want to. You just need to have the desire. And I firmly believe that that desire is sat deep inside yourself. Your next card is the King of Pentacles, and this is about your worth. And in order to get to where you want to get with the Star card, the King of Pentacles says, know your worth, know your value, know exactly what you've got to contribute to society, know exactly what your passion is, know exactly what you really need to do for you, be that in your work or your relationships. Or is it something that you really need to just do for you as a person? Wherever it is, value yourself. So if you're doing a job that you feel isn't paying you enough, either ask to get paid more or find a job that pays and values you more. If you're self-employed and you're not earning enough, what can you do to make your business grow? What can you do to make your business produce more money? Can you learn some new skill sets? What can you do? This is about valuing you. Or if you are self-employed and you're providing a service, are you not charging enough? All these things need to come into question. Value yourself, because once you can value yourself, the king here sits on his own bank account. He's got a nice chest of coins underneath his throne. He doesn't worry about money. But it's come forwards, this card, because this is about your value system, your self-belief system, your self-limiting system. They've all got to be reassessed, and allow yourself to go forwards. Because your next card is also a king. Come on, create your next best project, which is you. He's giving you a fabulous opportunity to become the real person that you need to be. But do you want to work on this project? Do you want to get out of bed every day and start knowing that you're good enough and start knowing that you can be everything that you want to achieve? Can you be the king here, the King of Pentacles, valuing yourself, knowing that you're really good at what you do, and having a good value system? These are very, very key points for you to enable you to move forwards, because if you know that you're good enough and you value your system, you're going to be unstoppable for what's coming. And this month, you've got to start putting all of that in place, because as I'm saying in all my videos this month, we're in a massive pivotal time. We're all going through some major change. We are going through a housekeeping mission, sweeping up, taking all the dust and the rubbish out of the corners of our house, out of the corners of our wardrobes, because Pluto is revisiting Capricorn. I have done a video specifically on this to go with this video, so you understand exactly what you need to do. I will link it in the back of this video, so watch to the end and you'll have the link to it, and watch it and do everything, because all of this reading this month is about that transition that you need to make, and you're getting some specific directions in this video to help you move forwards. Because your next card is the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords says take the blindfold off, because at the moment you've blindsided yourself and you're not actually really understanding which direction you need to go in. You could go to the right direction or you could go to the wrong direction, because you're not believing in what you are wanting to do. And I'd say to you, take the blindfold off and start creating you, and put the two swords together, strap them together with the blindfold, so that you know exactly which direction you need to go in, because this is a very, very important time for you. This is one time when you can get everything right. And being a Gemini, you've got a good twin and a bad twin nattering away in the back of your head. But tie those two twins together so that they speak the same language, so that they're both being positive, so that they're both going forwards. Because with a sense of determination of the sword going in one direction, you can succeed in whatever way you want. But also with this sword, it is also about communication, and you need to have clear communication. With these two swords at the moment, your communication is getting conflicted. You're saying one thing, then you're saying another thing. But actually, what do you really mean? What do you really need to say? But what is it that you're fearful of saying? Because when we can't communicate properly, it's because we're frightened of what the response might be. Remove the fear, say what you need to say, and you will get success. Because the definition of success is effective communication. So effectively communicate this month and know the direction that you're going in, and you will be okay. Your Eight of Pentacles comes in and it says, this month put in an awful lot of hard work. Well, I've already explained to you, but the more you put in, and I advocate that you need to write down everything about what you're desiring, the path forwards, your motivations, understanding yourself. Write everything down so that you can greet yourself on paper. And yes, it's quite an old-fashioned thing to do, but actually when you write it, you're touching it, you're seeing it, you're talking to yourself, and then your brain does something magical. It understands exactly what you've written, and you can't lie to yourself while you're in the process of writing. So write down on paper or write down on your phone exactly what you need to be doing. Become your next best project. Put every single bit of time, energy and effort into this project, because you will see amazing results. For the sake of a couple of hours of just writing, you're going to have a lifetime of change upon you. And then finally, the Ace of Cups comes in. And the Ace of Cups is a wonderful card, but it has two meanings. One, it means is you're going to receive an awful lot. Lovely things are going to come towards you, which is what you want. And ultimately, with the Star card starting out, where I said that you want things to happen, but your old things have got to fall away. Here, this is saying, learn to receive everything that is coming towards you. In other words, with the Two of Swords, stop being defensive. Stop being defensive and allow everything to come towards you that you so desire, that you've been wanting and needing for such a long time. Traditionally, this is the card of love, but as I'm doing a general reading, we'll just keep it general. Because at the end of the day, we all need to be loved in some shape or form. We all need to be understood. And when we're understood, we think we're being loved, which is great. But it's the act of giving. Allow people to give to you so that you can learn learn to receive. Sometimes when we're doing the receiving bit, we can feel humbled, but we can also feel slightly vulnerable. Vulnerability actually is a really strong, positive and powerful state to be in. It doesn't mean that you're weak and wobbly. However, when people give us so much, we can feel overwhelmed and emotional. And that is also depicted in this card, that we can feel that emotion. But that's nothing bad. That's something good. Because if we're acknowledging our emotion of how wonderful it is to receive something, and then all that we have to do is just to say thank you and accept what has been given to us in the nicest possible way. So this month, be your own best project. Allow everything to fall away from you that you no longer need, all your bad habits. Make those pivotal changes. Check out my video so you've got all the tips and tricks to help you for the next big sector and chunk coming into your life. And this month, you will see yourself transition in a way you'd never thought possible. Enjoy. If you're liking my content, please like and subscribe to my videos. It means a lot to me and I love to have your engagement. And if you've got any questions or need to know anything, just pop me a comment.